1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. Joining me is Aaron Vargas, broadcaster of the Montgomery Biscuits. We've had him on all the time this season. Whenever we do have him on, we're talking about Jaime Schultz, Maple Hill graduate. He punches out 10 batters last night, gets the win over the Jackson Generals, goes 6 innings. Aaron, 10 strikeouts. How did Schultz look?
He looked good, and he's looked a lot better lately. When we talked early in the season back in April, we were talking about how he was throwing a lot of strikes and getting ahead of guys, and that was making it really tough on hitters. And in the middle of the season, he started to throw more balls, and he started to walk more guys and get behind hitters. And the last 2 or 3 times out, he's done a really good job just getting ahead. And like we talked about before, when you have the stuff that Schultz does, and you can bump it up to 96 or 97 and throw a hook at 82 or 83, he's going to be tough to hit. And that's pretty much what he did yesterday. He got ahead of a lot of guys, and Jackson just really, really struggled to do anything with him.
The baseball season is such a grind, especially for young guys who are coming up through it. For the first time, he's in Double-A now this season. How's his velocity look? How did he look tired at all when he went through that midseason lull? How does he look physically right now on the mound?
He really looks fine. There's no point at all where the velocity dips. He's always been, 93, 95, and then he'll bump it up to 96 or 97. So there may have been some fatigue. He never said it, but he didn't throw many innings last year. So it could have been that, legs got a little tired, and now he's just catching a second wind again. Because it is. A minor league season, you're playing 140 games, and it's, 95 degrees in the south when these guys are playing. So that could have been part of it, but the velocity definitely did not indicate that. He's been able to maintain his stuff through pretty much all of his starts. He's not a big guy, but he's a pretty strong kid.
Schultz is leading the Southern League in strikeouts. He's got 149 Ks in just 125 innings. Now, he leads the league in Ks. Now, that's impressive, but some people say, he's been there the entire year, so obviously some guys are fluctuating through, so he's got more innings, he's got more chances to lead it. But have you ever seen a guy strike out batters at the rate that he is at that level of baseball? Double-A is said to be, the most difficult level. Yeah,
there's minor league pitching coordinators that call Double-A the men's league, because that's really where guys get separated between, if they're going to be able to make an impact on a big league roster, or if they're just going to be a, kind of a career minor league guy. But as far as Schultz, he's been here the whole year, but he's striking out almost 11 guys for 9 innings. So, rate-wise, it doesn't matter how long you're around. It's been impressive that he's been able to sustain that for the entire season. I've seen relievers who can strike out guys like that, but I haven't seen a starter be able to do that. Even Blake Snow, when he was with us, he struck out a lot of guys, but not at the rate that Schultz is. So for him to be able to do that the entire year, it's pretty impressive.
The thing that I'm still wondering, and look, we've had this conversation before, and neither you or I are high up with the Rays, so it's more just speculation and hearsay, is now he's got the 149 strikeouts. He's also got 85 walks. We talked about then maybe they're not control issues, just his propensity to strike out a lot of hitters and walk a lot of hitters. Do you think that he's still a bona fide starter when he does get to the major leagues, or is his skill set best suited for a reliever who comes in and pumps as hard as he can for 1 or 2 innings?
Well, I talked to Dick Bosman, who's one of the Rays minor league pitching coordinators. He pitched in the big leagues for a long time, threw a no-hitter when he was there, and I asked him a very similar question, how do you tell? And he really didn't mention the walks much. He mentioned that the biggest indicator for him, if a guy needs to stay as a starter or go in the bullpen, is does the guy have an ability to maintain his stuff through the start? Is he still the same velocity in the middle innings and the late innings that he is when he starts throwing? Some guys can't do that. Some guys really the stuff tapers off the second time through the lineup for the middle innings. And with Schultz, the stuff does not change. In the first inning, he may even throw harder in the later innings than he does in the first innings. So with that, it tells me that he can stay a starter. And as far as the walks, he has walked a lot of guys. He's walked 85, like you said. That's actually the most anybody's walked in Biscuits history. But the guy that has walked the second most is this guy named Chris Archer. And he's a starter in the big leagues right now, throwing pretty well. So I think early in the season, I honestly did think that the bullpen may be the spot for Schultz. But after talking to Boz and talking to some other guys, I think he may start a starter. I mean, if you look at what Chris Archer is doing right now, and then listen to some of the conversations that people had when he was in Double-A with the Biscuits in 2011, there are a lot of parallels with Schultz. So we'll see.
Aaron Vargas, broadcaster of the Montgomery Biscuits, talking about Jaime Schultz, Maple Hill graduate, runs his record now to 8-5, a 3.81 ERA. Fans 10 batters yesterday in a Biscuits win. Aaron, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, not a problem. I always enjoy it.